Fact number 2, he was honorably buried. He was buried.
Yeah.
What's the evidence for that?
Well, I think when people try to say other things, he was thrown into a common grave, or that's the way they crucified, that's why crucifixion victims. Really? Well, there is a man named John Johannan whose crucifixion bones were discovered in 1968 in a cemetery outside Jericho. Thing is, his bones were in a bone box. Being in a bone box means you were honorably buried because someone had to gather your bones and put it back in the box. There's a crucifixion victim who was honorably buried. Now they've just found a new one. The latest information, another victim. So it did not mean that they had to throw you into a common grave. And besides, the common grave scenario, how many sources do you have to have? How many sources do you have that they throw them in a common grave? 0. Well, what's on your side? Oh, they often did that. Okay, cool. How many sources do you have? 0. How many do we have that was an honorable burial? All 4 Gospels. Now, that only counts for 2 sources for critics. I'll count that as Mark and John. That's 2. Book of Acts, chapter 13, is an early creed, and we talk about his burial. And in twice, Acts 2 and Acts 13, in early creedal passages, it compares Jesus to David and says David is rotting in his grave. Jesus did not see corruption. Everything we have speaks to an honorable burial and a tomb burial. No evidence for common pit. So everything we have, besides, you know something? I would say to somebody, just to be facetious, I would say, so what do you think? And the person says, common pit. I say, fine. So on Sunday morning, he rose from the common pit. Would that make you happy? What I mean is it's not going to affect resurrection at all.